Hi guys, so I'm a conspiracy theorist. That's what I've been labelled by the media and by everyone in society who doesn't agree with what I agree with. I am an anti-vaxxer, I'm a conspiracy theorist, I'm a tinfoil hat wearer, I'm uneducated. Anything negative, it's us, it's all of us. If you don't know me, then you'll definitely have someone on your street who's a conspiracy theorist, in your family, in your friendship group. You will know someone who is a conspiracy theorist, because that's the label that they have given anyone who refused to participate in any of this shit show for the last 3 years. But I have a favour. Just listen. Just listen to your local conspiracy theorist friend, because I promise you, the more you listen, the more you will realise that we're not crazy. There is method to our madness. We didn't wake up one day and think, oh, I know, I want to be ostracised from society. I want to be the black sheep of my family. I want to lose all my friends, all my family. What can I do to make sure that everyone in my life thinks that I am fucking crazy? I know, I will go against everything. Everyone. That's not what happened. The chances are the majority of people have a vaccine-injured child or friend or family member, or a vaccine-injured person in their life, or they believed what the media were telling them. They went along with it and unfortunately got damaged that way. Or they had a loved one that died during the pandemic that they weren't able to see. Someone in a care home, someone in a hospital who they weren't allowed to say goodbye to. Someone's funeral that they weren't able to go to. Someone's party, birthday, wedding, important date that they weren't able to go to because there were lockdowns. Lockdowns that were implemented by the government. The government that we don't believe. The government that are known and proven compulsive liars that for decades and decades and decades have lied to our faces. The government that didn't allow us to see our loved ones dying in a hospice or in a hospital while they threw parties. The government who told you that you were not allowed to go and see your friends and family while they will travel halfway across the country for a hookup. The same government that told you specifically that millions of people would die, that didn't. The same government that have covered up so many vaccine deaths. The same government that told you that the vaccine was safe and effective for all. The same government that told you that pregnant women wouldn't be losing their babies and that you should get the vaccine. The same government that told you that masks were safe and effective. The same government that have lied to you your entire lives. Hear me out. Maybe we're not crazy. Maybe instead of mocking us and hurling abuse at us, which is exactly what they want to divide and conquer us, because whilst we are fighting each other, we're not fighting them. Maybe next time you see a status on Facebook or your friend says something and you think, well, that's fucking crazy. Instead of mocking and judging, why not ask questions? How did you come to that conclusion? Why do you think that? Can you show me any evidence of why you think that? And then maybe you will start to see what we have seen for years. They have ridiculed us. They have thrown hate towards us. They have told you that we're dangerous, that we're the ones killing you in society. The funny thing is that we aren't the ones dying. The people who are having the sudden heart attacks, the sudden strokes, dying suddenly, aren't the ones who were going to protests. They aren't the ones who didn't wear masks. These are the people who are vaccinated and had their first, second, third, fourth booster. And I promise you, we don't want to be right. There is not 1 ounce of me that wants to say, I told you so, when millions of people have died. I would rather swallow my pride, put my ego aside and say, oh, I was wrong. Everyone lived happily ever after. Because that is all that we want. But that's not happening. And I promise you, this isn't the end. This will start up again. Think back to the last 3 years, 2 years, and a year ago. Every single time we told you there'd be another lockdown, and within days of the date, it happened. Every time we told you there'd be a mask mandate, it happened. Every time we told you that a new vaccine was going to be introduced or a new booster, it happened. Every time we told you something, it happened. It's been going back decades now that we have been telling you stuff, and it's happened. And it's not because we're psychic. It's not because we just suddenly know. It's because we're paying attention. It's because we know their plan. It's because we've been looking at Agenda 2030. We've been looking at how everyone is working for the World Economic Forum, and everything is written out. Everything is planned. We're not crazy. We are reading you the story while you are chapters behind. And this isn't a I told you so, or I'm better than you, or I know more than you. I wish I didn't, but I do. I know what's coming. I know that this is just the beginning. I know that there's going to be a cashless society. I know there's going to be tears in society, and everyone is going to be judged on their credit score and how vaccinated they are. And it will be a universal credit. It's called universal credit for a reason. Everyone will receive it if you do these certain things, if you are vaccinated, if your children go to school, if you're a good citizen. There is so much more coming, and this isn't to scare you. This isn't to say the whole world is going to shit, because it doesn't need to. We can simply stop it. But while we are fighting each other, we're not fighting them. So maybe next time, ask questions. Don't mock us. Just say, how did you get to that conclusion? Can you show me more? We are willing to show people. We are willing to show you if you just let us. Instead of just shutting us down and us just hitting brick walls all the time. Do not let them win. Do not let them turn us against each other. We're not the conspiracy theorists. We're not the tinfoil hat wearers. We're not the anti-vaxxers. We're not crazy. We are one step ahead of where they want us to be. That is all.